What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here, and welcome to the vote for a new franchise mode. The time has come. Now, this is going to be similar to how we've done the other ones. There's going to be 4 teams, 2 from each conference, and I'll put a straw poll in the comments that you guys can click on and go to a link, and you guys can vote for your favorite teams. And in this video, we're going to be going over the rosters for each of those different teams so you guys can get an idea of what they got and which team you'd like to see most. And I really like one of the ideas that you guys posted. We're going to be doing a 32-team expansion with custom rosters, so Seattle will exist. However, we're not going to be taking control of Seattle. We'll be taking control of one of the 4 following teams. And all 4 of these teams were taken from the suggestions that all you guys posted. I tried to get the ones that most people requested, so without further ado, let's check them out. First up are the Arizona Coyotes, and yes, we will be moving them into the Central Division. This should be a very interesting team to take over. This is a team that's seemingly been stuck in purgatory for the past few years. However, they do have a lot of young talent on their roster, and as well, this roster update actually doesn't reflect the Strome trade. You see him pop up right there, so we'll have to do that in the custom rosters, but that's not even that big of a deal. However, their prospect system, they have a lot, but no real elites. A lot of different top 6s, some top 9s, things like that. Definitely some young talent, but they don't really have any of those big names. So that's still gonna leave a lot of room for drafting, improving this team. A lot of trades gonna be taking place. We'll have to decide what we want to do. Should we see what this team's capable of first, or maybe start trading away movable pieces and worry about stocking up on draft picks? All those things we'll have to make decisions on fairly early on. We definitely do not want to find ourselves in the same position that the Coyotes are in right now a few years down the road. When it comes to their goalies, no prospects, and then of course when you think about who their starters are, Ronta, Kemper. I mean, Ronta could be good, he could be solid, but he's already 29. Next up is the San Sharks. Will I get to go home? This team's been in the vote quite a few times in the past. I think people really want to see how I would deal with this situation here, and the situation only gets harder with the addition of someone like Erik Karlsson. If you want to sign him, cap is gonna have to be cleared from other areas. This is very much a win now team, but how big is that window? How much time can this team keep trying to win now? Keep going all in for the cup, because when we look at in the system, there's not a whole lot, like not even that many of those top 6 or top 4 defensive prospects. It's kind of a barren wasteland in there. The only good thing they've got going for themselves down there is Ryan Merkley, who is a low elite in this update. So in my opinion, perhaps the best thing to try to do is to have a period of win now, like say cap it at about 3 years, and then after that you're gonna have to rebuild. You know, by that time Couture will be approaching the age of 33, 34, Erik Karlsson will be in his 30s, Burns will be declining, there's no potential goaltenders, and even on the starting side of things, Martin Jones, he's okay in this game, but can he get you over the top? Over in the East, we have the New York Rangers. Now, this is a once glorious and proud franchise who have admittedly started a rebuild. So what do we do with this team? They actually have a pretty strong young roster. I mean, a lot of guys just in their prime, a lot of guys still on the younger side of things, some good top 6s in there, even a couple elites. However, are they good enough? This to me is almost an in-between team, kind of like how the Coyotes are, where you're not actually quite sure how they're gonna do, but they also don't have the strongest prospect pool. So if you do decide to try to win now, what do you trade for assets? If you're doing good, I mean, how do you even improve that team to get them over the hump into the later rounds of the playoffs? Is that even a possibility? As you can see, no real elites in their system, some top 4, some top 6s, but no top tier young talent. You're gonna have to draft heavy, and with Lundqvist aging and declining, the window would be incredibly small, and I don't know if it's even close to big enough to make a run for it. Now, when it comes to the goaltenders that are in the system, nothing. Backup, an AHL starter, Both of them aren't growing anymore. And of course, the king, Henrik Lundqvist, age 36, he's pretty much done. What do you do? It looks like a rebuild is more important. Last but not least, we have the Detroit Red Wings. Now, we did do this team in NHL 17, but there's been a full game in between that. I'm more than happy to take on this team again, and now they are really in need and in the middle of a rebuild right now. They don't have a great roster. Their prospect system, while it's okay, still needs a lot of work, and there are a lot of terrible contracts on this team. I was surprised looking forward. Who the hell paid Abdelkader that much? Fire them immediately. But yeah, just look throughout here. Yes, you have Zadina. That's your one top prospect. Now that's a good building block. He's young and he's already quite good. It's a huge building block. So you obviously want to rebuild immediately. You need to tank, you need to get top picks, you want to line up other elite talent around Zadina, start building up that potential first line of the future all around him. You'll need a center, Jack Hughes, maybe that's a thing. Imagine Jack Hughes and Zadina together. That would be crazy. But other than that, again, not actually a whole lot in their prospect end. There's some with potential to break out. There's some with, who could become serviceable players. But again, not the top tier talent. This team is in need of this rebuild, retool, whatever you want to call it. Goaltender end of things, nothing. No prospect goaltenders, and well, we know about that starting situation, and let's just say it's abysmal at best. Jimmy Howard is not getting the job done. So the choice is on you. Are we going to take over the Arizona Coyotes, the San Jose Sharks, the New York Rangers, or the Detroit Red Wings? Vote now, sinners. I'm excited to get this going. If watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.